Hey YouTube, this is JVT Guns, back with part 4 of the Cardboard M4 tutorial. In today's video, we're going to be working on the stock and the trigger. So, with nothing else to say, hope you guys learned something from this video, and just enjoy the process. I'll talk to you at the end. Peace. Okay, so I added the cardboard tube to the gun. It still didn't fit. So I just rolled up a piece of cardboard and I got it that size. Rolling up that cardboard is crappily long. If you have an alternative method, stick to that. That's all I have to say for that. But we will move on from this part and we'll go to the stock. How to resize your stock? Well, first up, actually, if you have a paper towel roller, you know, the paper towel roller tube, cardboard tube thing from it, you remember exactly what I said about the receiver? You can do with the receiver and buffer tube. You can do that as well to this for the stock piece. But since I found a cardboard tube that fits the buffer tube just fine, I'm going to cut this straight up. And whatever stock you got in mind, whatever stock, it could be the original M4 stock, it could be the Magpul MOE stock, or even just some idea of a stock that you have in mind. Alright, this is just a quick voiceover. I just want to tell you that I did not really explain or talk about this part too much, since this is mostly just a Savage stock from my cardboard R4C. So what I done was I just took that piece of the stock, I cut the tube the same length as I got that stock piece, and I just glued it on there. Added a back piece on there as well, and that was pretty much my stock. Now, as I mentioned before, you can make any kind of stock you want. You know, you ain't really just got to do one I did. Just get creative, look up stocks, or just come up with your own design, you know. Anyway, let's get back to it. All right, so I got the stock piece completed. I got the back piece on. So next will be trigger guard. Now, I did not make a working trigger, so we'll just do the trigger in the inside like I usually do my other guns. Got a piece of cardboard. I'm gonna cut it into a nice thin strip, something like this. Smash it in, and then fold it in half, bend it, and you'll get this shape. When you open it back up, put some glue in, make sure it sticks. Do some shape ups real quick, fold it up again, and you have a trigger. Now, wherever you want the trigger, just cut a hole at the top. Took some scissors, cut a hole in the top right here, and that's where the trigger is going to fit. Okay, it's in there. There we go, we have a trigger. And now, gonna glue that in to secure it. Let that glue dry, it will settle. And once that dries, we can work on the trigger guard. So now that the trigger is done drying up for the trigger guard, you can have a strip of cardboard that is flat. Cut it up to size and glue it. Glue it right in this little part of the pistol grip here. Or you can do what I'm gonna do, which is I'm gonna take a piece of cardboard, round it off a little, round it off the size, and then I'm gonna glue it in. Make it like a custom M4 or something like that. It is not working with me right now. There we go. Sort of. Not really. Yep, that is the trigger guard. I added some rails to the gun. Front, bottom, sides. Oh, Jesus Christ. Help me. If you're following along, you can do a mag release. If you don't want to, then don't worry about it. But if you do, I can show you how to make that. I didn't throw this away for a reason. I kept on to this. So okay, so here's how you do the magazine release. Right here, I cut out a hole on one side of the gun, and I cut one out on the other side. I made this little cardboard tube, or cardboard pin, and I'm gonna put through this hole on this side, which is the trigger side for my right hand, and it will come out on the other hole. But it shouldn't lean anywhere up here. It should be back here. And to make it work, it's gonna be a little bit of trial and error here. I got a piece of cardboard right here. Cut it down a little bit. And basically, I don't want to press the button too far. Just press it in just enough so the magazine release open. So, cut this out a couple times and glue it. I mean, I got the magazine release. I'm gonna let that dry. Also, I'm gonna mark somewhere on the trigger magazine release where I want the stopping point to be. So I have the magazine release. I'm sorry I didn't record that much. Basically, I put a piece on the outside to stop it, and I put another piece of cardboard that is slightly bigger than the circle itself to act as a stopper as well. So here's a test magazine from another gun. Locks in. Only when I press it, it comes out. So I'm gonna keep going. Honestly, I think I'm gonna call this one a day. So be ready for day 2.